Mr. Head graduated in 2010 from the Toro Nation with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with an Information Systems concentration. Since then, Jonathan worked for over 14 years with the County of Los Angeles before joining Snapchat as the IT program manager. He is a certified Scrum product owner, a member of the 100 Black Men of Los Angeles. Yeah, yes he is. A small business owner. Yeah, when you leave the Toro Nation, you can own stuff. And a direct quote from his bio, he said, a silly dude, passionate about spreading joy through his love for nature, music, and storytelling. You know this is going to be some good stuff, right? Again, are you inspired? Are you inspired? Then please help me welcome Mr. Jonathan Head to the podium.
Hello, Toros. What's going on? All right. I'm still trying to figure out how I got here, to be honest with you. It's really a blessing to be here. It's a privilege. I appreciate Cal State Dominguez Hills for reaching out to me and saying, hey, man, can you speak to the people? And so I'm really, really privileged to be here. And, I'm sitting here thinking about it. I had some stuff written down that I was going to say, but I was just so inspired by the president and looking at all of you today. I'm going to wing it a little bit if you don't mind. I don't think that's a good idea, to be honest with you. But really what I want to say is that while I was sitting here, I was thinking, you know what? How did I end up here? What did I do to actually earn the right to be standing amongst your illustrious selves? But then there's something about hearing somebody read off your accomplishments that makes you feel kind of good inside and makes you feel confident about being where you are. And so the thing I want you to think about today, and what I submit to you, is that as you start and embark on your journey today here with Cal State Dominguez Hills, pay attention to your accomplishments. Pay attention to all the accomplishments that you have accomplished over the years that got you to this place today. Now, there's an interesting thing about me being reached out to recently to speak. This week marks my 1-year anniversary, or Snap-iversary as they call it, working for Snap. And Snap is the company, of course, that owns Snapchat. They had the Pixel or the Pixie and the Spectacle and all those cool filters and different stuff that you all may be familiar with. But prior to working for Snap, I worked 14 and a half years for Los Angeles County. The first portion of that was right over here at the Compton Courthouse. And so actually, as if you do the math, 14 years ago, I was right where you were. I started my journey here with Cal State Dominguez Hills in the fall of 2008. In 2008, a couple of things happened. President Obama was elected in November 2008. I think we could recognize that. Also in 2008, Single Ladies came out from Beyonce. If you put a ring on it. Y'all know that one? Okay. Also in 2008, we were amidst a financial crisis, which was deemed the Great Recession, right? But also in the fall of 2008, a young 22-year-old brother was sitting here starting his first time at Cal State Dominguez Hills. But guess what? Y'all are better than me because I didn't go to my new student convocation. I was too busy trying to commute, get off at my 5 o'clock class on Friday at 5 o'clock at the county, drive over here from a 5:30 class so that I can embark on this journey, so that I can further my education. But one thing that I noticed in preparation for this speech, I started to think about getting overwhelmed, frankly, and thinking about why in the world am I here? Did I deserve it? And I started to think about that same emotion that I experienced 1 year ago this week, starting at Snapchat. Now, you guys may think that working 14 years at the county and transitioning to a company like Snapchat may be just a job promotion, but in reality, it was transporting into another world. And what that means is we're going from local government where you're publicly funded, and I have to pay $10 to be a part of the water club so I can get some sparklets, to an environment where they're funding me gourmet lunches and giving me snacks at any time that I want it. They got these Albany gummy bears, man. I don't know if you ever heard of those. Albany gummy bears, they're green, anyway, they're good. And you have access to them, along with lattes. So we're talking about a transition that overwhelmed me. But then I started to think about the same emotions that I had in preparation for the speech were the same emotions that I had when I started at Snap, which also were the same emotions that I had starting on my journey in 2008, which were, can I do this? Am I capable of doing this? And what I want to submit to you today is you can do this. You have done things already to get to this point today. You made the decision to get up in the morning, come here on a Friday in the summer, in the heat, to come with us and be a part of this new student convocation. That's an accomplishment in itself. Be proud of that. And also, you made the step to embark on your education with this distinguished university that has your back. If there's any advice that I can give you is take advantage of all of the programs that are available here. I didn't. They're talking about academic advisors. Once you get a little bit older, you're gonna start having to deal with financial advisors, right? You're also gonna have to think about the advisors for your mental state as well. And so if you're not open to asking for help, if you're not open to communicating with your teammates and your colleagues, that's where the struggle comes in. And a lot of times that's your ego playing tricks on you, making you believe that I can do it by myself. I'm strong enough to do this all alone, and then the feelings of overwhelm come towards you. I was gonna say something else there. But really, what I want you to recognize is in your decision to come here, your decision to come here came apart related to the values of this institution. The values that the president talked about: shared governance, communication, collaboration, sustainability, justice, equity, diversity and inclusion, academic excellence, and intellectual curiosity. Now, I want to highlight that one a little bit because in that period of overwhelm that I experienced in preparation for this particular speech, and the period of overwhelm when I started Snapchat and in the same position of you in 2008, what I did was I was studying. This past week I read, well, it's not this past week, but the last few months I've read 5 books on public speaking, watched 4 masterclass. I was watching LeVar Burton, I was watching all of them. Also look back at the past 3 years of convocation speakers, just so I can get some context on how this whole thing takes place. Now, if that isn't, well, I'm not gonna pat myself on the back, but guess what? That's intellectual curiosity. And I only have that because I took the initiative to come to this institution back when I was working at Compton Court. But now here I am standing in front of you, of course, as was mentioned, a member of the 100 Black Men, working for Snapchat and all these different places. And I've accomplished a few things in my life. But what I really want you to know is that you have everything you need inside of you to make whatever you want to happen. It's in you. It's already in you. And one of the things that you may not realize is that now that you have made the choice to start here with Cal State Dominguez Hills, you also have a community to support you. And so, you know, I could keep up here speaking, but what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put on my spectacles, Snapchat spectacles, a little marketing. I'm gonna record y'all. And what I wanna say while this is going is, remember, you all have everything that you need inside of you. And now, the new thing that you have inside of you is that you're a Toro. And once a Toro, always a Toro. Thank you.